Drop it. Yeah.
Welcome back, agents, to another Division Power Build video. Today we're going to go against the grain. We're going to do something a little different. Today, you guys at home are ultimately going to create the next power build. I am going to provide the blank canvas and you guys are going to paint the picture. God, I can't do it. That was cheesy as hell. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's put all the farting around out of the way. Welcome everybody to another fantastic Division Power Build video. We are going to make something together. Instead of me showing you guys what I'm using, I'm going to provide the bare essentials for you guys, and you guys are going to conversate and participate down below, and we're all going to paint the picture together. So let's go ahead and take a look with what you guys will be working with. For starters, we have a couple of striker pieces set here, and we also have some nomad gear pieces set here. As you notice, we have some high-end gloves and a high-end backpack here. Taking a look at our DPS, health, and skill power, our firearms are at 1705, roughly 138,000. For health, we're working with 112,000 and 3648 in stamina. And last but not least, skill power, almost 15,000 electronics at 1380. Now, mind you, we're not worrying about talents. Talents are overrated. They are useless, just like scavenging. So don't even worry about talents. You know, today we're not even going to talk about guns. We're strictly going to stay in the gear sets and the armor. You guys are going to create this next piece. So for the bare essentials, you guys see everything on screen here. You're currently a gear score of 199. And before we get started with this build, be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because I have a fantastic example of how well this build works. Last night, Fragile Scopes and I were running the DZ, and we came across a three-man squad, and they relatively had some low gear score, but it was a fair fight, 2 versus 3. And mind you, Fragile Scopes is also at about 200, so yes, it weighs itself out, 3 versus 2, but we were a little higher on the gear score. And I don't want to spoil the video for you or the clip, but I'm going to put that clip at the end of this power build video, and you guys will see how well this build works. Just as it stands now, it works fantastic. So let's go ahead and start with the gear pieces here. Like I said, we got a striker's harness. You are currently working with 2 mod slots, sticky bomb damage, got the ammo capacity, and 2744 in health. Now, mind you, we're going to go ahead and hang on to the enemy armor damage. Now, since we are not going for the third gear piece set bonus, which contains the 50% critical hit damage, that currently puts our critical hit damage at a whopping 79%. We have 98% headshot damage and 44% critical hit chance. Now, that does kind of hurt. It does kind of hurt, but we're making a sacrifice. We're making a sacrifice, and with the greater good, you have to make sacrifices. So we are using the striker harness. With the current mods we have equipped, I don't even know why this is here. Yeah, scavenging. Nobody cares. Anyways, you are working with a 1.5% critical hit chance increase and 125 on the armor. Moving over to our mask. Now, this can be jogged. This can be played with. We both have a gear score of 214 on both of these pieces. The Mask of the Nomad, really, it's been rolled. I got the first aid ally heal for you guys. Scavenging, we're not even going to talk about that. It's completely useless. But yes, let's get back to the relevance of the video here. What we do have rolled on today's striker mask is health on kill. We have the enemy armor damage and the sticky bomb explosion radius. Now, definitely this is going to be a sticky bomb loadout. Unfortunately, I currently have it set at the flashbang, and that's ultimately because my skill power is so low. I'm only doing, actually, let's just take a quick look to see what our sticky is doing. Right now, it's, let's go ahead and pop that there, 95,000, almost 96,000 damage. So you're really not doing anything much as far as PvP goes. Maybe with a low gear score player, you could possibly wipe out a majority of his health, but there's not a lot of low gear score players nowadays. Everybody's averaging around 200. So yes, we're kind of low in the Sticky Bomb BFB, so currently I am leaving that on flashbang. You guys are designing this. If you want it on BFB, that's what we're going to make it. So like I said, this is your power build video. Well, I don't know why I just said video, but anyways, moving on. So we are going to use the Striker Mask, and that will give us our 2-piece gear set bonus. Moving on to our other 2-piece gear set bonus, I'm going with the Nomad gear. We do have a Striker holster that we could use if we really want to, but I'm really going for the armor as well. Our armor mitigation, before we go any farther, let's go ahead and show that to you now. Unfortunately, we're only at about 60%, and actually that's pretty good. 59.71%. We'll just round it up to 60. That's fair. That's stern but fair. Okay, that's enough mitigation to really top this tank build. I really don't like calling it a tank build because it's really not a tank build, but it's pretty damn close. It's pretty damn close. 60% armor mitigation and 112,000 in health. So that really definitely plays a role if you were wanting, or if we were wanting to make a tank build. Now, let's go ahead and finish up with our other pieces here. Now, I do have some 204 high-end Spec Op pads, but we're not going to even consider that. Well, I guess we could. This has not been rolled. We could roll this in our favor of some kind. I don't know what you guys want to do with it, but pretty much I might just slap this on my alternate character. And speaking of alternate character, stick around for the next video. I am currently working on an alt character, and he is a 206 gear score, and he is the tactical Nomad build. So be looking out for that video very, very soon. Possibly even this weekend. If you guys want to see it this weekend, I'll make damn sure to have our Tactician Tactical Nomad build out by Saturday. So we'll go ahead and figure on doing that. You know, be sure to look out for that video. But let's get back to on topic here. So, mind you, we are going to use the holster of the Nomad over the Striker holster. Again, this is going to give us our scavenging, but we really don't want the scavenging. This is where you guys come in. I don't really know what to do here. Should we go ahead and put on the Striker holster? You know, I'm thinking that's possibly what we should do. Definitely, we're going to want to re-roll this holster for a different skill attribute. Unfortunately, this is going to bring down our armor mitigation quite a bit. We're down to 58.71%. So just swapping these two pieces of gear out, and mind you, it's not even 100 in armament. It's 75 in armament, and you know that drops you down a full percentage on the armor mitigation. So I'll let you guys decide, because we really, if we were going to go with the Striker holster, we definitely want a mod slot. I definitely want a mod slot on it. So let's go ahead and figure keeping this currently equipped. This is a 50% critical hit damage. This is going to give us our critical hit damage that we were needing. Mind you, earlier we were at 79, now we're at 129%. So that'll definitely help with this tank build. Unfortunately, it really brings down our health, but we're still over 100,000, and it also brought up our DPS. Now this really we could benefit from, but then again, our skill power is now below 1,000 on electronics. That is not good, but then again, that is kind of good because we're not going for a BFB build. We're currently using the flashbang build, so this actually might work out. Let's go ahead and keep kind of tweaking. Let's tweak it together. Moving on to the high-end gear slots that we have for you today. We have a almost 1,000 rated piece of armor here. It's got a mod slot on it. Mind you, we do have a gear score striker pack. We could put that on, and we could ultimately go for the GearSet bonus 4. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%. This could be really, really tanky. Is this like a PvP build, or is this a PvE build? I definitely want to keep this as a PvP build, so we're going to keep on the lower gear score pack. Mind you, this is our armament. Okay, we have a 430 plus boost to the armor. That is definitely going to help out with our mitigation. The stamina mod that I currently have equipped also gives us the critical hit chance. Unfortunately, the skill attributes need to be rolled. We need to roll these for something a little more ideal. What that is, I don't know. You guys, please decide. All right, so moving on to our last piece of gear, our high-end gear slot, are some gloves. Now, we do have some 191 gloves of the Nomad, but our tactical gloves here, we're getting more on the armor mitigation. We're also getting the first aid self-heal, and we have the 34% damage for critical hit boost. Damage to elites, now that is finally fixed, that is actually a plus as well. So this is a great DZ PvP type build. So, well, we made some changes. I'm not for sure if I'm comfortable with this or not. We definitely want to run some, maybe some skill power or some electronic mods on these mod slots that we have available. What do you guys think? Sound off down below. What should we spec in? What kind of mods should we go ahead and spec the rest of our gear in to kind of pick up the slack? I think we need to go ahead and spec out an electronics. Ultimately, we have 4 slots of electronic mods that we can slap on that will bring up our skill power to a respectable number. Awesome. So with this build video almost wrapped up, it all comes down to you guys. It all comes down to you, ultimately. So this next tactical Nomad power build video that I'm going to be doing this Saturday, I'm going to use the feedback from today's video, and I'm going to update this build, and we're going to showcase it at the beginning of our next build video. So all of you down below, it's very important. Leave a comment. Let me know what we should spec to. Let me know if this loadout completely sucks and we should just deconstruct everything. I'm dead serious here, guys. I'm making this a community power build. It all comes down to you. So take this seriously. You know, I mean, if you guys want to horse around down below, that sounds great. I love horseplay. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's very, very seldom anybody takes me serious anyways. You guys should be the first to know that. But yes, I thought this would be a very genuinely cool idea for the community to kind of build a power build video. I don't know why I keep saying video, but creating a power build together. I think that would really bring the community together. I think it would be really cool, very experimental, obviously, but I think we could get some really positive results. So with all of this out of the way, I'll say it one more time. Everything that you guys spec out down below, I'm actually going to give your name a shout out in this weekend's Tacticians Tactical Power Nomad build video. God damn, that's a lot to say. We're gonna have to shorten that one down. But let me tell you something. I'm really excited for my alt character. I actually like my alternate character moreover than this primary character. He's really, I mean, he's OP. You guys are going to love it. I mean, my sticky, one-shot sticky does 250,000 damage. I'm a skill power of like almost 40,000. My DPS is like 180,000. My health is like 90,000. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Complete badass build. I cannot put it down. But we'll go ahead and showcase this build and all of the answers and all of the comments and all of the feedback that I get from you guys. We'll go ahead and showcase this new build at the beginning of next week's build. Awesome. So there's only one thing left to do. You guys want to see this stock build in action, don't you? Well, I've got some fantastic gameplay for you. Once again, like I mentioned earlier, Fragile Scopes and I, it was 3 versus 2. We were obviously one man down, but it kind of weighed itself out because they were kind of a lower gear score. They were like 178 and 180 versus our 200. So it was kind of a fair fight, 3 versus 2. But you guys, the point of this next clip I'm going to show you is you guys are going to see firsthand how this build works. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Division power build video. If you did, please hit the indicator of the upward thumb. I would greatly appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe for some more top-notch Division content. And before I go, one last thing. If you want to be notified when I upload new content, you got to go up in the top right-hand corner of the screen, click on my little circular tabbed name, and request to be notified when new videos come out. That's kind of a broken thing when YouTube merged with Google+. A lot of you guys don't even get my videos in your feed because you're not being notified. So you guys have to go in your settings and request to be notified. And you have to do this for every YouTuber that you subscribe to. It's a pain in the ass. Blame YouTube, not me. Awesome. So with all that out of the way, until next time, take it easy and peace out.
Oh, they're clustered. They're clustered. You ready to go rogue? Huh? You don't think we can take them out? Let me go look at their field point. Alright, we got a 156. We got a 156. Look at this guy.
Agent, I am inbound on your position.
He's a 185. Dude.
Commencing cargo retrieval. Warning. You've disavowed the division. Now marked as rogue.
15 seconds.
Got one down.
Alert. A member of your team disavowed the division. The team is now marked rogue.
Fuck it, I'm putting it. We got him. I'm tank build, bitch. Get back here. Oh, I got a sticky for him now.
He didn't even die. Let's get out of here, Dave.
Let's roll.
This way.
I told you, dude. We're gangsta shit. You were all nervous. You were like, man, are you sure? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm sure, man. 2 against 3. Easy.
How'd you like the tank, dude?
Ah, tank builds for real.